Crank it up, babe. All right, we're gonna go number 3 here. What's up, guys? Brad here from Piney Grove. We got Deb on the zero turn and Bella running around. But this is our second time on the zero turn. Deb wanted to do some mowing. As usual, we came out here to Piney Grove to do something. We couldn't get that done because we didn't bring the right tools, so now we're gonna mow. It's a circus around here trying to get anything done, but we got her some hearing protection and some eye protection. Trying to keep track of Deb and Bella. It's a full-time job. We can do our best to keep her out of that pond. Zero turn tends to go downhill with the front tires because they're not being driven. So we're just gonna have her go along the top edge of this pond. The rest of it we have to do with the tractor and the brush hog. Our bird dog is bird dogging something. We were doing a bunch of things out here on the farm today, and just one by one we were failing in all of them. So I had the brush hog hooked up to the tractor, and I asked her, I said, you wanna jump on the tractor and do a little brush hogging while we're out here? She said, no, I wanna use my mower. What we bought it for is for her to mow. Probably have the mower deck a little bit too low. Probably should have raised it a ½ inch or so, but I don't feel like stopping her. I don't know where she's going. She turned it around like a pro. Now, one thing we wanted to get a rear discharge mower. This one actually discharges to the right like most mowers. So that's actually going to throw some grass up on the driveway, but it's really hard to get exactly what you want in today's market. So we got what we could get. That's the joys of being in the country. You just kind of take a leak wherever you want to. Well, that was not good. Whenever you hear it clogging up like that, you need to either back up, slow down or something. This is real tall bahia grass.
Okay.
But
should have backed up?
So yeah, when you heard it slowing down, the engine slowing down, because that's not good for a diesel engine to kill it like that. You should have just backed up. You can't tell, but you're in like 8 or 10 inch bahia grass. Okay, we got her back running again. What we did was we raised the mower deck from 2 to 3 inches because it doesn't need to be cut this short, and told her to not overlap as much so she won't take a full 54-inch bite, because it just bogged that Kubota, I think 19 horsepower mower, diesel mower, just made it stall. I feel like Deb has one speed, and that's wide open. Whenever she hits a clump of grass, it's like she's going just as fast as it'll go. This is interesting. Apparently that top of that pine tree broke off. It's like a spear waiting for someone.
So that's only the second time I've been on that thing. And I do like it, but it's gonna be a learning curve. I didn't want to waste my run, so I tried to take too big of a bite, and of course I stalled it out. And then I didn't want to push that much stuff on the driveway, so I didn't get too close. And then that backfired on me too. But it doesn't matter what piece of equipment that man gets on. He's just a natural at it always. Maybe one day I'll get the hang of it, but what I really want to do is I want to mow wide open pastures. Oh, he's zipping all along up there now. I thought he was going to mow closer to the pond that I did not want to do. Okay, so that looked much scarier when I thought he wanted me to go down further on the slope, and that's a good slope. But I would have been comfortable doing that. Bella's living her best life swimming in the pond now that it's warmer. When I get the hang of this thing really well, I'm not going to want to get off of it.
Okay, I jumped onto there for a little while, and I am no zero turn expert. That's about a 5-degree slope, and we had Brad from Copper Creek Cuts here last year, and he's actually coming back, so look forward to that collaboration. But he had the Ventrac up here, and he was able to go sideways any way he wanted to, and I drove it as well on this pond bank. Again, it's a 5-degree slope, but not having a lot of experience on the zero turn, that's as far down as I wanted to go on that slope. One thing I was a bit surprised about is I feel like 19 horsepower, a diesel, a lot of torque, only a 54-inch deck, that it should be able to handle pretty much anything you can throw at it. But that bahia grass there is tall, it clogs up, and it actually, you saw earlier, stalled the mower with Deb, but it almost stalled with me as well. I had to back up a couple of times. So I got Deb up here mowing this area where there's no slope or anything. She can get more used to it. I don't know that she's ever going to be comfortable on any kind of slope though. You notice Deb is laser focused on mowing, but she also wants to keep an eye on her dog. She's always looking for Bella. I don't think she trusts me to watch her. Probably for good reason. So in this area in the front of our property, we cleared a lot of these pine trees and got it where it's mowable, but you see a lot of pine branches and stuff that have got blown down from the wind. Had a lot of kind of heavy storms here this spring, and I don't want to dull the mower too much, so I won't have Deb coming here, but what we're trying to do out here on the front of the property is get it all like this, where it's kind of open in between the trees. We've been working on this area. We've cut down 20, 30, 40 pines in there. We still got to cut probably 20 or 30 more and get that brush hog down so that we can mow in between there. But we want that there to look like this as you come in our property. That culvert over by Bella is one of the ways that water comes into our pond. And this was all thick in here, and we've been working on it. You can see we got a couple piles of brush, and then we have a big brush pile there. But what we're trying to do is get that brush pile there to rot down a little bit and become some mulch. And then we'll take the pieces that won't rot down and burn them. And this will probably be our burn pit area. Let's check on Miss Piney Grove. Well, she's doing it. She's getting work done. Deb just gave me that look. Even though she's nowhere near the edge of the pond, she's like, I don't really want to go any farther over. She's got a ways to go before she would fall in there. It's mowing pretty good. It had new blades on it when we bought it that he had mowed a couple of acres of bahia grass with. So they probably need sharpening, but it's not doing a bad job. She's gonna come close to the pond edge on this pass. The wind is blowing that way, and you can see it's blowing the grass on her. I'm standing down here in the pond. I'm 6 foot tall and she's over 6 foot above me. And you can see the slope there. She's not about to come down that slope. She's probably as close to the edge as she wants to be. And Bella's having her best life here. We've got a real deep catfish hole right here. So even though it's around 4 foot deep out in the center, it's probably 12 foot deep right here. Worried about her finding a snake. She's coming down a little bit of a slope now. I can see her grimacing a little bit. We're gonna have to sharpen the blades a lot out here, probably go through 2 sets of blades a year just because this bahia grass is so coarse, and also all the sticks and the dirt and everything. It's not a perfect lawn, it's a pasture. There's a little hill right there. I don't know where she's going. Deb get a little crazy on the zero turn. Here she comes, back on flat land. Some of these piles we talked about earlier, we got in here with the chainsaw and cut up a bunch of these pine trees and just kind of stacked them in piles because this pile just got too big. I need to get in here with Precious, our mini excavator, and kind of condense all this and squish it with the thumb and break up things so they'll rot better. Get in here with the brush hog and break it down, but even though it's only 20 acres, it just takes a long time to get in here and clean stuff up. There's just so many demands for your time. As you can see, mowing's become a priority now. Bella's hot on the trail of something. There's probably rabbits in here. I know there's quail in here, but she's got her nose to the ground just looking for whatever it is. One thing I just reminded her of is that she keeps throwing her grass clippings into what she hasn't mowed yet. And now she has to mow those clippings plus the new grass and is bogging the mower down. So I told her whenever possible, try to throw clippings to the outside so you're not recutting them. She'll get it. She just hadn't used a zero turn. It's her second day.
I've got a lot to learn about mowing. Who knew? Who knew? I had a director the whole time telling me what to do and what not to do. So that was helpful, but I like it. I say it again, get you a Kubota zero turn. But that's all we got for you today. That's all we got for you today. Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
Go ahead and close out this video, Deb.
I can't close it out. I'm no good at it.
That's all we got for you guys today. We're going to throw up some links to a couple of our other videos, but until next time, remember, life's short.
Be kind.
Take care, y'all.
Take care.